Today I'm showing you how to make these super cute framed magnets, and you can also turn them into earrings or necklaces. Super cute. So let's get started. First, you need to have whatever stamps you'd like. So I found these ones pretty cheap. I will put a link in the description for these ones, and then also for the handles, because the ones I bought didn't come with handles and I just switched out mine. And then you're going to want to print out whatever photos you want to make your little frames of. I will put a link in the description for the free template on Canva. That's the exact size of these. So if you end up buying these stamps, then you can also have that document that you can put all your pictures in. You can also just measure how long this is and make your own little pictures the length of whatever stamp you have. So then you're also going to need some metallic markers. You can do silver or gold, or you can even just do a brown marker if you want like a brown frame. I really like the gold. And some glue sticks and a glue gun also. So of course, there's other things you can have that aren't completely necessary. So for me, I'm using a gel top coat kind of as my finish. So you can use whatever you want to kind of finish it. And what that does, it just makes it more see-through than it is without that, but again, not necessary. So let's get started. You're gonna wanna lay down your paper. I have this really nice mat that came with my glue gun, but you can just use parchment paper. I was making these with my sister and I just used parchment paper on a sheet, like a cookie sheet. So you can do that. And then you're going to want to get your glue gun heated up and ready. So you're gonna take your glue gun once it's all warmed up. Let's start with this flower one right here. You're going to basically just put as much glue as you feel is right, and you might have to practice, so get some extra ones, extra pictures. Then you're gonna make sure there's not ones too close. I'm going to just press down. This is the trickiest part because you have to kind of guess where that picture is in the middle. All right, then you're just gonna leave that until it dries. While that one's drying, I'll show you how we can do one even without a handle. It's quite possible. So we'll just put glue on here. This one's a circle one, and I found that this one is slightly trickier to cover all the glue and to get perfectly on the picture. So you have to just really just guess in all reality. So what's nice about if you have like a sticky mat like this, you can just press it down on there and then let it dry. Once it dries, we can just pick up the whole thing and peel it off. So I'm gonna do the rest of these as well. And then we'll move on to the next step. So now we can just peel it off. You see, it kind of sticks to the frame right there, but then you can just peel it off pretty easily. And that's our guy. So you can see I made him a little crooked, but it usually is not a big deal. And that's why you do lots and lots of them. Because then if you do them crooked, or you can see like I'm missing this space right here, it doesn't matter. So this one turned out really well. So let's use these two that turned out really well as our examples. And you can just assume it's the same thing for the circle one. So there's two ways you can do it. You can start by doing the metallic brush, or you can start by cutting it. I like to do the brush first because it gives me a better guide on where I'm trying to cut it. So I'll just do a little time lapse of me coloring it in. Just be very careful, and sometimes it takes a little bit of work to figure out where exactly the edge is. But if you're using the same one that I have, that I'll put in the description, it's these little dots all around on both the circle and the square one. So I just start in, and then it's really easy just to fill in the edges. And it doesn't matter if you get marker on the extra stuff because we're just going to cut that off. So we'll go to that point. The next step is that you're gonna cut out the excess right here with your scissors. So you can kind of cut it out how you'd like. Sometimes when you do it, you'll actually be able to rip it off, but that can be kind of risky. But you can see how it folds right on that line. So I'm just gonna cut it. It takes a second, and you just gotta be careful and patient. What's really nice about this though is that if you accidentally cut it wrong, it's not the end of the world. You can just kind of match the other sides to that cut, and usually it'll actually be fine and no one will be able to notice. Like this one, I cut, obviously it's got little see-through parts too, but I cut it wrong, but like it's not that much of a difference. Like it doesn't ruin it. So again too, like because they're so cheap to make, you can just make a ton of them. So if you need to retry one at all, it's pretty easy. I'll just do a second layer and you can see it kind of improves it. And then I also am getting the sides that didn't get gold on them before so that it's complete. Now, of course, I'm making magnets with these. You can also make like earrings or a necklace. I bet a necklace would be super cute. But notice how I cut this corner too small, so I can just match the other corners to that. And it looks really good. So it looks really clean. So next we have two options for the next step. You can just skip to the gluing the magnet on the back, but I like to do a step where I actually put a clear coat on it. So that's where this comes in. I'm just using top coat gel for gel nails. And I don't even go over the whole thing. I just go over the picture right here. And I guess sometimes if I have enough, I'll go over the whole thing. But once I do that, then I will use my lamp to secure that gel since I'm using gel. You can use normal nail polish as well, but I really like the gel because it hardens up really nicely. I just really like the look you get with that clear coat, and you can see I've gotten a little bit of the gold onto the photo, but it looks just fine. Now the final step, and you can totally skip that step if you want to, is we're going to attach a magnet to the back of it. Now I have this awesome magnet tape roll, so it's really convenient for me because I can just peel the back off and stick it on. But you can also just hot glue that on if you don't have a sticky magnet. And magnets are pretty easy to find, honestly. A lot of people get junk mail with little magnets that you can actually just glue onto these things and turn these into magnets. But yeah, mine's just sticky, and I will put another link for that in the description as well if you're wanting to turn it into a magnet. You can also just punch a hole because it's hot glue before you put that layer over it. If you just want to punch a little hole, it's pretty easy. Just stab a needle through it, and then you can turn these into earrings, which would be super cute earrings. They're a little bit big, but they're cute. So I hope this tutorial helped you today and that you have a great time making your little magnet earrings. Well, have a great day. Bye.